So we're going to get started. Today we have our guest interviewer, which is Maddie Stocks, and we're going to be interviewing Timi Lickley. And so Timi, I'm going to start you off in my favorite place where I start everybody, and I want to hear where you came from.
Okay.
So where were you raised?
I was raised in Pocatello, Idaho.
And so did you grow up around horses or big time? Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that look.
Yep. My sister, Buffy Walkley, and I grew up there. My mom, Shirley Ankrum, she started us from the time we were little, riding horses. We junior rodeoed, 4-H, queen contests, anything, you name it, we did it. And we were really fortunate because my mom and dad, they wanted us to not just be rodeo people, but really good horse people as well. So whatever we did, they found people that were good at that to help us become better. So if we wanted to rope, they found people that were good ropers, and then we learned from them. And goat tires, if we wanted to queen, they found people that were Miss Rodeo Idaho, and they helped us. And so it just really didn't matter. They were really good about that. We took lessons from dressage people and cutters and just everybody, and they just helped us to become really well-rounded horsemen, I think. And so that was really beneficial as we grew up. And my mom, I think I just follow in her footsteps a lot, because she has always been that person that was reading every article in Western Horseman, watching any video that she could, and then would come out and apply it to her horses. And it didn't have to just be about barrel racing. It could be any discipline, and she was trying to figure how that would apply to a barrel horse, you know, so reiners and cutters and, again, dressage or whatever, and she would try to apply that to a barrel horse. And then she would teach us as well as we were going along. And so we just learned as we went.
So were you kind of a barrel racing household? Like, it sounds like you've done a little bit of everything, but your mom was a barrel racer herself.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
for sure. She barrel raced from the time we were little, and rodeoed herself. And then as we got older, she got in with Sharon Camarillo and was also a clinician with her. And traveled all over, and did clinics as well. So.
Oh, okay. I've been to a Sharon clinic before, so that's really fun.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, though, was it barrel racing that really lit your fire, or was there some other discipline that you were like?
My big thing was I wanted to win the all-around.
Oh,
always.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and it was kind of funny because when I was little, I was awful at goat tying. Like, I would just crash every time, and my sister was really good at it, and so I would always ride her horses.
Yeah.
And it was awful. It was a train wreck every time. I would just crash and roll and have dirt
Scorpion.
up, nose down my pants. And so I would tell my mom, I hate goat tying. I don't want to do it. And she would say, well, I thought you wanted to win the all around. And
dang it.
I do. So I would goat tie. And eventually I actually got to be probably the best thing I was at by the time I was in high school and college and that. But anyway, that was always my big thing. And so high school rodeo, college rodeo, and then when I got into the amateurs as well, that was the big thing for me. It was always trying to win the all-around. So roping and of course barrel racing, that was the two events that you had to definitely be good in. That's kind of how that evolved.
Okay. And then, so like when you were a kid getting started, I'm sure Pocatello has a big, like, rodeo barrel racing kind of scene.
Yeah, we had a lot of jackpots growing up, and when we were young, our jackpots had everything: goat tying, pole bending, barrel racing, and breakaway roping. All of them. And so it was really good. I mean, we got to do everything. And then we had a nice junior rodeo association as well. So it was a lot of fun growing up.
Yeah. Did they have high school rodeo up there too? Did you do any of those type? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
High school rodeoed as well.
Did you college rodeo?
Yep, I did. I went to Idaho State University and college rodeoed, and we had a really good team the whole time I was there. Our women's team was ranked always in the top 4, probably nationally, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned earlier that in a previous life you were a teacher. Was that what you went to school for then?
Yep.
Okay.
I did. I finished school up there, and by the time I got finished, my husband and I got married, and we moved here to Jerome because that's where he's from. And I got a job in Jerome, and I was a teacher.
Oh,
What
okay.
did you teach?
I taught 5th grade.
Oh, fun. You're brave.
Yeah.
I sub at the high school, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do those little kids. They scare me.
I couldn't have done like junior high. That was
Yeah.
the age that was really scary, I think. But the little kids I just loved, and up to 5th grade because they still really liked teachers,
Yeah.
and they were a lot of fun. So.
And 5th grade, is that 10-year-olds? Because
10, 11.
Okay, because that's
Yeah.
the sweet. Those kids are so funny.
They are so funny.
So funny. Yeah.
My aunt's a 5th grade teacher in California, and she's been teaching 5th grade for like probably 30 years.
Yeah. Those, I don't know. It's like they come into themselves, I feel like.
Yeah, they're getting a sense of humor.
Yeah,
and
personality and like.
they're
yeah.
a little independent, so you're not having to do up their zippers or tie their shoes
Yeah.
anymore. They're kind of, you know,
Yeah.
growing up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But super fun.
Yeah, my nephew I think is 10, and I'm like, God, you're fun. Like, it is so fun.
This is the sweet spot.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
really like that age.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot.
So you taught for a little while. When did you transition to, I mean, your horses and obviously the ranch too, right?
Yeah. So when we decided to have children, that's when I decided to be a stay-at-home mom. That was a mutual decision between my husband and I, and we both wanted somebody to be there at home, and of course I was the natural because he made more money than
Yes,
I
exactly. That's how.
yeah. So during that time when I was at home, my husband's mom and dad just live around the corner because we live right at the feedlot, and so she would watch. The first child that we had was the first grandchild, and so
Gotcha.
she was so excited, and
Yes.
so she was all in to watch whoever, whenever, and so she was really good about giving me time to go ride horses and stuff during that time. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, and at that time is when I rodeoed quite a bit when the kids were young.
Oh, okay. I
Did you
see.
mostly amateur rodeo? Or
I amateured rodeoed when before I had kids, and then by that time I had transitioned from, like, I had quit roping and had pretty much, I had decided that I wanted to, because my husband went to the pro rodeos, he was a calf roper, and I was like, I want to go do that. And so I kind of decided I'm going to be done roping. I had kind of accomplished everything that I felt like I wanted to at the amateur level, and so I'd sold the horses that I had that I didn't feel were competitive enough to go to that next level, and had bought colts, and anyway, so got to a point where I had a nice horse, and I got to a point where I could go to the pro rodeos, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
Because then we could kind of go together, and and the kids were little then, so it was easier for us to take both of them, and it was good.
So, was it a little bit easier to like ease into pro rodeos because you had your amateur background plus your husband was already doing it? Did that make like the entry and like all those hills you kind of have to climb when you go to the next level? Did it make it better, or you still had to?
The entering part of it was a lot better because I had Ryan to kind of help me through the entering process, because that is a whole new ball game in of itself, and so that part was good. I think anytime you start something new like that, you feel like the outsider, right? I knew some of the people that were in our circuit because a lot of the people go back and forth, right, between amateur rodeos and that. But you still feel like you kind of don't belong,
Yeah.
right?
Like an imposter syndrome kind
a
of,
little
right?
bit, yeah. Until you start doing well, and then you're kind of like, oh, maybe I do.
Maybe I do fit in here.
maybe I'm
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, it's that lack of confidence a little bit there, and so it took me a little bit before I qualified for my first circuit finals, and then I just started working a lot better from then on, and
Yeah.
so, anyway,
So a little bit of trial and error, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
trial and error. What
for
circuit
sure.
were you in?
the wilderness
The
circuit.
Wilderness? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then how did you have any guidance for like what rodeo I'm going to enter the first time, or like I said, trial and error?
It was pretty much, I just went to circuit rodeos at that time because my idea was like, I just want to go to the circuit finals. That
Yes.
was my goal. And so, once I qualified for that, it was interesting. I had a really nice horse at the time, and I did step a little bit here and there outside of our circuit, like up into the Northwest a little bit, and I went to Pendleton, and he actually got hurt. He pulled his suspensory, so he had to have some time off.
Oh.
And so I got a horse from Cody Hyde. He was like, here, you just take this horse. You can borrow him for a little bit. He'd gotten him back because he'd sold him, and then it didn't work out with that person, so he bought him back. And he had just had him kicked out for a little while because he was pretty in rough shape when he got him back.
Gotcha.
And so he's like, just take him and run him, and when you're ready, just bring him back. Or if somebody wants to buy him,
Yeah. He's for sale. Yeah.
kind of the deal. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I went and tried him, and he was phenomenal. And so I took him home. I went down to St. George for the Dixie Classic, and the first go round, he just like smokes everybody. And there were like NFR qualifiers there and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. It was a really tough barrel race, and then people were coming up to me, so whose horse is that?
Yeah.
And is he for sale?
Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Who is this? I know. And I called my husband, and I'm like, we need to buy this horse. Like, he's the legit thing.
Yeah.
And we never like thought about buying. I've never bought a barrel horse.
Yeah.
Like, we've always had to train our own because we had no money at all, like growing up at all.
Yeah.
And not that we did at this point really either. But we had an operating line for our cattle. So
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Like, we have to make this happen.
yeah,
We need this horse.
Yes.
I need this horse, right?
Yes.
What can I do? And so anyway, we ended up buying him. Cody gave me a really good deal on him. And he just turned out to be a phenomenal blessing for me. And I was able to go to so many bucket list rodeos and do really well on him. I won Reno on him. I won Salinas on him. I placed at rodeos like Greeley and Rapid City and Cody. And I don't know, he just did so well. And we went to the circuit finals multiple times. And he was phenomenal and super fun. I still have him. He's in my pasture. He's
Oh, okay.
26 now.
Oh my gosh.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the best.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's the best. His name's Rock, and now he just takes care of the weanlings when I wean them, and he
Yeah.
loves the babies.
Oh.
So he's a good boy, and so once I decided to retire him, and I had other horses along the way that I rodeoed on as well, but then I would sell them because
Yeah.
I could never sell Rock.
Yeah. Like, sorry.
One, he has to stay.
This one stays.
Yeah.
Everything else could go.
Yeah.
But then we decided that, honest to God, this is the hard part. There's not a lot of money to be made in the rodeos. Unless you're like that 1% up there that has lots of sponsorship and you're really winning at the very top. There's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, even though you're like, I'm winning.
Yes.
You're spending a lot. So Ryan and I just decided I was going to transition more into the fraternity and sell horses. And so
Gotcha.
Okay.
so that's what we did.
Kind of, that was
And
the
so
transition.
that's what brought you into fraternity. Then. Okay.
Yep.
And so was that a big change for you? So
I had always had, like, as I was training horses to bring along, I would go to fraternities. So I had been to fraternities off and on for years. But to just go to fraternities and that was it. It was, a transition. And it was to start going to the bigger fraternities outside of, like, my comfort zone. Again, then you're the newbie, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't really know anybody. And so getting to know people. And I have to say that transition's probably a lot easier than the rodeo transition.
yeah.
The fraternity people are wonderful.
Huh.
And not that rodeo people aren't.
No,
because
but-
they are. But you can go up to pretty much any fraternity trainer and ask them questions and pick their brain, and they are so open and want to share and help, and it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the rodeo, like half of them have to peel out before they even.
It's so hard to get to know people at the rodeos. It really is. Like, you have to be drawing up the same a lot to really get to know people.
Yeah. And then, so with your horses previously, I know futurities, you have kind of a tight schedule. Like, they need to be ready by 4 or 5 year old, right? And so, like people like me, 8-year-old, you know what I mean? So was that difficult, or were you already kind of on that schedule with your horses? Like, you had them ready by then?
You kind of know, like, they kind of have to be ready at a certain point. When I very first decided, like, okay, I'm going to just fraternity, I had a couple goodbye lanes, and I decided I want to go to the BFA, so I want to have them ready as 4-year-olds. I want to go to the juvenile, so I'm going to have them ready at that 3-year-old fall.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I did that a couple years in a row. Really enjoyed it, and took them as 4-year-olds, and they were successful. I did well on both of them, but at this point, I've just decided that's not probably what I'm gonna go to. So I do believe they're stronger. They're probably mentally a little bit better as 5-year-olds, and it's easier for me to have them ready as 5-year-olds because we have winter.
Yes, exactly.
It's a little harder to have them prepared like it is for people in Texas and Oklahoma and down south, so or Arizona, places like that. So I've just chosen now to just keep them till they're 5.
So who would you say was your first big, like, fraternity horse that really got you a lot of winnings and your name on the map? And
his name, he was a Goodbye Lane. His name was He's Furious. And so the Goodbye Lane Desi, she had, in Blackfoot, they owned the Goodbye Lane. And so Mark Jarvis had bought him in, I think, 2013. And so I got this colt purchased, and I fraternity, so it was probably the fall of 2015 because he was a yearling. Anyway, so Mark had already purchased him by that time, and when I fraternitied him in 2018, that's when they started the pink buckle. So there was me and Vonna and Mark's daughter Marcy. We all had Goodbye Lanes. She had 2 of them. Marcy did. And anyway, we pretty much went to quite a few of the fraternities and did really well. So it kind of got the Goodbye Lanes name out there a little bit.
Yeah.
But the big deal was that the pink buckle happened that fall for the first time. And those horses plus Paige Jones had the one colt, I'm going to forget his name now. Anyway, that colt did really good there, and then that colt won the BFA, the fraternity, that year.
Oh, okay.
And so the Goodbye Lanes just did remarkably well that year and won a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, so much money. And so it just skyrocketed. The name of the Goodbye Lane plus the pink buckle went, right? And so anyway, that all happened in 1 year. It was just kind of a snowball effect, and I was lucky enough to have one that year, and he was really nice.
Yes.
So I was fortunate.
Since we're talking bloodlines, what about your rodeo horse that you loved? How was he bred?
He's a dash to fame.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
what were these studs crossed on the mare's side?
So He's Furious was out of Furix, which that horse was down in Utah as well, and all running bred. Which the Goodbye Lane was running bred as well. And then the next one that I had was a Diamond Fawcett mare, which she was a full sister, or is, she's still alive, but she's down in Texas, is a full sister to the one that Jarvis's have ran. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget her name. I'm terrible with names. But the MJ Seegers Lane.
Okay.
That mare that's won like $1 million. So she's a full sister to her, and then the other one that the Jarvises have, and they're all full sisters and have done really, really well. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So in your career so far, is there a bloodline that you tend to favor?
Yeah, probably the goodbye lane.
The goodbye lanes. Yeah.
I've had several of them, and they're so easy.
Uh-huh.
They are the type of horses that just make you feel like wow, I am a good trainer.
I'm so good.
Yeah,
I really got this down.
yeah. I mean, and because every day you go out there, you're just progressing. It's super easy. They're smart. They're willing. They're very trainable individuals. Everyone I've had has been crossed on different mares. It's just recently that I've had a few full siblings, and but up to that point, all different types of mares.
Yeah.
All different bloodlines, and they're all really nice.
Huh. Nice.
So the stallion plays a big part on those traits.
Yeah. Yeah. On that one.
That's a very dominant stallion for sure.
Yeah. We were joking with Tammy when we interviewed her, and she said she likes to try different bloodlines all the time, like for science. It's for science. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of fun to find out like what everybody kind of likes so far.
So you run a lot of goodbye lanes. Do you find that they have like a particular style, or are they all a little bit different when you run them?
They've all been a little bit different. The first one that I had, he was extremely fast, and from the get-go, like, had speed down to, like, I remember just asking him the first time for a little bit, and it was just to the first barrel, and I'm going, okay, you are 3.
Yeah.
And should not even
Bring that back.
Yeah,
Whoa.
should not know to even run this hard. And it took me a little while to just get that a little bit dialed in. But he's phenomenal. And the little gal that owns him down in Texas now, I mean, still he's so fast, but yet can just really rate and turn. I mean, he doesn't go by at all. He's just phenomenal. And then the little penny mare that's out of the Diamond Faucet, it's interesting because the Seeger, super aggressive and strong running mare, and Penny was different because she was a perfectionist. Everything had to be just perfect for her. Like her turns were always perfect, and she never did anything wrong. But she always was like on a standard, like 17-2, 17-3 every time. She was not gonna take one step out of place.
Yes. It's like I have a system.
Yes, this is how it is. And it was just, but it's super fun to run because you knew what to expect every time. She was just so fun and so nice to run. I loved her. And like now I'm running a little mare, Abbey Road. She's out of a Trace Ace mare, and she's probably the most aggressive thing I've ever rode. She pins her ears and runs so hard. And
I've seen some of your runs on her on Facebook, and she looks really aggressive.
I'm going to eat these. I'm going to win.
Like, I don't smooch. I don't kick. I just sit in the middle of her and pray that we're going to slow down enough.
We will turn this barrel.
Please slow down.
Keep it together.
She's aggressive and a little hot, but I love her. She's a great little mare and so talented. So,
And how old is she now?
She's 6 this year.
6. Oh.
Yeah, I fraternity her last year. So.
Gotcha.
Fun.
So we have you here this weekend because you're doing a clinic for us here in Elko. When did you start doing clinics?
Oh my gosh. I've done them off and on because even when I was in high school, I did goat tying clinics. I don't know. Gosh dang, I don't know. I've done little barrel clinics off and on for a long time, but probably the last 5 years, more so. Yeah.
Do you find, is there a certain issue that you find like really repetitive that a lot of people do? Like you're like, we have this. What would that be?
Really big pockets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we all started, like everybody's like, you need a pocket.
Yes.
And so I've noticed like as the industry changes, it has gotten, you've had me super close today. I'm like, really? This close? Are you sure? I'm like, it keeps changing. But I do remember that when I was a kid, like that was the first thing they teach you, make a pocket.
Yeah, build that big pocket and get that big shape. And
So did you learn you make a pocket when you were first figuring this out. So how did you develop your program as to how you train your horses?
I think just watching. I mean, if you sit and watch the horses at the NFR, they're running straight lines and they're tight turns. They're not moving out. They're not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're wanting to clock, if you're wanting to be competitive, you have to start doing what is winning.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's pretty much, I watch a lot of people and I try to mimic what's winning.
Like, wait a minute.
That's the best thing when you go to those big barrel races, just sit and watch everybody run.
Yeah.
I always will pick something though. Like I'll be like, oh, this is what she does, but then I miss the other thing that they're doing. I'm like, oh, I still don't got it.
She's like, her hands up, but nothing to do with her legs.
I'm like, oh, okay, I missed that part. Yeah.
She's not riding with her legs. What are you talking about?
Who needs legs? But so I thought that was really interesting too. So if you had advice for someone who is just starting out, and you had 5 minutes to give them one little piece of information to go forward with,
Like somebody just starting to ride.
if they've just started running, so on the barrel pattern, is there something that you're like, if you've got this, you've got half a chance? You know what I mean?
I think the slowing their feet down in the turn is a really big part of it, because a lot of times I see, especially young people, they're smooching and kicking in the turn instead of just slow yourself down in the turn and let that horse slow down in the turn, and then just be aggressive in your straights, because the turn, if you smooth that out and get just really nice flowing, consistent, smooth turns, you're going to be fast. But I think people throw that out the window because they just get so aggressive, and they're aggressive throughout the whole run.
And she was talking about how we stay on the horn a little bit, a couple of strides when you're coming out to let them really finish it and let them power out.
Okay.
Yeah, let them carry you up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm working on it. I'll get it through my brain eventually.
No, when she said that earlier, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, that makes so much sense.
I know, I'm like, dang it, guilty. Me again. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. So we had a really great weekend. We learned a lot, and I had mentioned it earlier to you, but I really appreciate that your program really focuses on horsemanship. And so
I really loved your consistency throughout the whole thing, and how everything you taught built on the previous thing you had taught us.
So have you had to do a lot of traveling? I know you've did your rodeo thing. How far east have you had to go so far?
So just down into Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Not really past that, as far into South Dakota, that direction, but really not past that.
What's your favorite pro rodeo that you've ever ran at?
I probably, for the longest time, would have said a Cody, Wyoming. I really liked that rodeo, and I really like Prescott. It's so much fun. You have a couple runs there. I really enjoyed it, and I always had success at both of those. But then towards the end, I went to Salinas a couple times, and that rodeo is so much fun because you go there and you make 3 runs, and then they have a short round.
Yeah.
And so you're there for several days, and it's a really unique experience. The weather there, because you're there in July, and it's 70 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
You wake up and you have to put on a coat or a hoodie or something because the fog's kind of settled in and it's chilly. They feed you really good there.
Yeah.
They have these big long slacks. I don't know. And then during the rodeo, they have this huge parade of all, I don't know, the Mexicans in their flamboyant costumes. I mean, it's long and really, really fascinating to watch. And they have 2 arenas going at the same time. So the barrels are on the track.
Yeah.
So it's really short between the first and second barrel, and they're right on the fences. And then it's really long to the third barrel. So it's a really odd setup.
Yeah.
Super fun though, because then when you run home, you're just running down the track. Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that rodeo a lot. So
I've watched videos of them there, and I'm like, that seems like a long way to the third barrel, especially after how short it is between first and second.
Yeah, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's no fences for the third barrel at all. So it's just a fun, different thing. It's kind of a bucket list rodeo to go
Gotcha.
to for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was fun, and I was fortunate enough the first time I went, my horse Rock really did well there, and we won it. And it was, I had my whole family there when we went, the kids and Ryan, and we went to the beach every day. And
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
because it's just right there.
Yeah.
And Carmel, and I don't know, it was just super
Like,
fun.
Yeah, that one does sound
Just
fun.
rodeo there all the time.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it was fun.
Yeah. I know you said your horse got injured at Pendleton, but I always thought Pendleton always looks so cool. You know, it's so big.
Really big, and it is like an exhilarating feeling because it is so wide open. The first and second barrel, really all three barrels are really on the fences though.
Yeah.
So it's not like you feel like you're just going to go flying by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I did not like about it, it's a little scary, not in the fact that you're going super fast, but if you walk across the grass, like where they put the little fence, there's holes. And then they put this metal thing down into the holes so that it covers it. So there's a plate. And you're just running across those things. And then where the sprinklers go, there's metal things. And I don't know, that really was weird for me.
Yeah,
to
yeah, like
see.
it seems.
It was a little
sketchy.
bothersome.
Yeah.
And then, like the year that I ran, it was one of the first years that they actually had the barrel racing, and so you'd run, and the ground around the barrels was extremely deep. The horse I ran, he was probably 16'1", so big.
Yeah.
And my picture, my waist is at the top of the barrel. That's how deep it was around it.
Oh,
and so
wow.
it was no wonder he
Yeah.
hurt his suspensor.
Yeah.
He's buried in that.
I know.
Where's
it
his
was
legs?
so deep. And then you go up out of it onto the grass.
It's like I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. It's way better now than
Yeah.
it was as far as the ground conditions and stuff. But I know, like my one friend, she was running across to the second barrel and her horse went to set and he was still on the grass and his back end just went clear up underneath of
Oh
him.
my gosh.
I mean, so
Yeah.
it's still dangerous.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Well, running on grass, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
especially full speed across there, and then you're not just staying full speed; you're shutting down. Like that could.
Yeah, if they shut down before they get to the dirt, it's a little sketch. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That one I have not been back to, and I don't know that I would unless
Yeah.
I absolutely had to. You know, if
Yeah.
I was trying to make the NFR and I
Yeah.
had to, I guess I would, but I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just that, because I'm always just like, I would be afraid to cripple one again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I already have a bad
yeah.
experience here. Okay. Yeah. Well, they're
Yeah.
kind of rowdy too because, like, when they bring the bucking stock out, you know how they all sit out there.
I know.
I saw several times those like broncs and stuff come out in the middle of them, and you just see them scattered.
Yes.
Like,
Or the
man.
bulls go through the little plastic fence.
Yes. Yeah. The bulls do that, or the like flag horse, or the do they do a round winter horse? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But they've come out bucking. I'm like, okay. They'll get you at every
fine,
turn.
it's all fine.
They will get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time. Like, I was a spectator. I didn't have to do anything, but it was fun to watch.
Better to spectate.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
The trick.
Yeah.
But awesome. Jen?
Pendleton, isn't that how Whitley qualified for her circuit finals last year?
Yes. Yes.
Was she had to go to Pendleton?
Yep, she ran blue jeans there, and it was amazing for her. And,
Yeah.
Yep, did great.
Now, I'm not super solid on the social media, but she's gotten quite a few horses from you, correct?
Several.
Yeah. And so how did that relationship start? Where did you guys meet? And then,
So Jared came and started working at Idaho Equine, and he took the place of the vet I used, Stuart Shoemaker, for years and years. And Stuart was retiring, and so he kind of took his place. And honestly, at first I was a little put out that I was getting the replacement. And I can laugh
Right.
about that now. But Jared is amazing, so of course I got a really good replacement.
Yeah.
So it's good. But so Jared was working on my horses, and at the time I had Palmer, and Poppy Lou was my mom. So both of those horses belonged to different people. My mom had Poppy, and Garrett Mussman had Palmer, and I was futurity those two. And anyway, we got into the summer, and she had Whitley kind of had some, like, a little well, she had lost her good horse earlier in the year, and her father, and she'd had a rough winter, basically. And so then she had bought some other horses, and she went to some rodeos, and things were not going well, and she just kind of had a little bit of a breakdown and was upset, and so she started selling everything and was just done, right? She was over
We all
it.
know that feeling.
Been there.
Yeah. And so anyway, Jared was like, maybe you should go look at this horse that Timi has and try it. And anyway, and Jared had been working on Palmer and Poppy both and knew them, and he always keeps up on all of his clients' horses. He knows what's going on with them. And so anyway, he I think had called Garrett and asked if he was willing to sell her, and Garrett was fine with that. And so anyway, they came down to the house, and I had met Whitley, but had not gotten to know her really well, you know, up to that point. So anyway, they came to the house, and she rode her, and she trotted her through, you know, I don't know, once or twice, and Palmer kind of kicks up with her and stuff, and she's like, I just love her. And so she's like,
sold.
she goes,
She's spicy, I love
take
it.
her and have her vetted? Can we take her home? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. Call Garrett and see what's up. And so they did. And there was a jackpot the next day at Shoe Fly, so they took her, got her vetted, decided that they wanted to buy her. And so then we went to a jackpot at Gooding, is where it was at the rodeo arena. And she ran her through, and I think she got a barrel, but man, just clocked amazing, and it was really a beautiful run.
That's a ballsy first arena, because it's got a long
long
right?
alleyway.
I'm like, she is so brave, because
She really is.
I love that arena, but
The good thing about Whitley is she's got really good timing in a run. She really does. And she is really brave. She's good about jumping on and being okay with doing that jump riding, and not everybody is good with that.
No.
But she is, and so yeah, she made a really nice run, and then the rest is kind of history. And I'll be honest, Palmer was really, really spooky. Like when I first started taking and doing time onlys with her, I could barely get her through the pattern because she was spooking everything so bad. And so she didn't have really a lot of confidence as a futurity colt. It took some time to really get her clocking and stuff. And so when she's like, I'm going to make her a rodeo horse, I'm like,
We'll see.
maybe jackpots first, you know. So that she was still working at Outback at that time, and so she didn't get to go to a lot, right? That spring, she went to some that fall and winter, but then that spring not a whole lot. And then started going to rodeos. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. And that little mare and her just took to it really well. And she had the confidence in that mare, and I think that's what she needed. And they just did really well together. So, and it just got better and better as she went.
Wow, that's awesome. I wonder, like, if sometimes they have something to spook at, but if everything's spooky, like, there's nothing left. I'm like, I guess I have nothing to spook at because everything's scary.
Everything's scary. These barrels aren't. I'll just run around them.
I'll tell you, she just thrives in that environment. I don't know if it's the crowd, and she does love it, because some horses really do. They get very excited about the crowd.
The energy.
I had a gelding who would try so much harder with the crazy chaos, and then I'd take him to jackpot, and he's like in the 2D. Whatever. I don't care. But the more chaos, all about it.
And I think she must be a little bit like that, because she thrives in that environment and does really, really well. So.
How cool. I guess you never know.
And didn't she run Poppy Lou at Denver this year?
Yeah, so she finally got my mom to sell Poppy last winter. So not this winter, but the winter before, and it was a lot of talking. She kept messaging her and calling her and texting her, because gosh, that's been, I'm trying to think, when I futuritied her was probably in 21 or 22. Anyway, she's been messaging her and calling her ever since then. Ever since she bought Palmer, basically, because she really wanted Poppy then. And my mom's like, no, And so,
Not this one.
no, because my mom ran her clear until last winter. And so, anyway.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Is your mom still running then, or?
So she did up until last winter, and then she sold her, and she had pulled an embryo out of Poppy, and that filly is 2 this year, and she needed a barn mate, and so she bought another filly from Josie Hills, and it's a Trace Ace out of a Corona Cartel mare. And
okay.
they're both really, really nice.
I like her logic. I need another one. She can't be alone.
Exactly.
Let's get a Trace Ace.
Well, you can't have one. You have to have multiples.
Yeah. So she's got 2 really nice. So the one out of Poppy's a Goodbye Lane.
Okay.
They're both beautiful.
Yeah.
And my mom has spent so much time with them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they're just really nice already. I'm just like, wow, I wish my 2-year-olds were that far along. Because they're not.
Yeah. Well, when you have that, like, you just spend time constantly, you know?
Yeah,
like,
you have all that time.
like, what are you doing today? Just sitting with my horse.
Hanging out with the horses again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom will be 75 this year.
Oh, wow. And then she's planning on running them.
She plans on,
when the time comes.
Yeah, her
That's
plan
amazing.
is to, I don't know how much she'll run them. She doesn't like to futurity them.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
maybe after they futurity. So we'll see.
Yeah, nice.
And will you futurity them for her?
If she wants me to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. She's had a few since Poppy that she's gotten trained up, and then she has sold them and has decided not to futurity them and has sold them along the way. Like Jenna Beam has one. His name's Wick. I think it's Flash and Bills, but she's been taking him to some rodeos and stuff and is doing really good with him. So she has some really nice horses out there.
Yeah, no, I said I like her logic.
It's great logic.
She does a great job.
Yeah.
A really good job. She's an awesome trainer and super fun to ride behind. So.
Yeah. And so you mentioned you have a sister also, right? Does she live near you guys, or?
She lives in Arizona now. She lives in Aguila. So
okay.
it works perfect because I get to go see her in the winter and spend time down there. And then in the summer, she comes up and spends time with me.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah.
This is smart.
Yeah. Like, sorry, I got to go down there. She really needs me.
She misses me. I have to go.
Yes.
Pretty much
And bring
just
some
like
horses.
that. Yeah. And she runs barrels and trains and does all that as well. So it's fun.
And so you'd mentioned to us, but I thought it'd be really fun to have on the podcast. You have your little slogan, your rank.
Oh, yes.
For that, and that's for you and your sister, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We have a Facebook page. It's RL Performance Horses, and my daughter Opal, she takes care of all of our social media and does all of that. And so, anyway, we put that on some ball caps, and they sold out pretty fast.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, that's a pretty good slogan.
It is,
Like,
yeah.
I'd buy one. This is rank.
yeah, they were pretty cute, and people liked them. So we'll probably do some more of those.
Yeah, I feel like we did one. It was a little. I like to make fun of myself, so we did one with the raccoon, and it says "Run fast, be trash," and it has a knocked over barrel.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I don't know why, but when I wear it, I feel so confident. I'm like, what are they going to say to me?
What are they going to say?
And so your little rank slogan kind of reminds me, like, somehow just that mind trick, that little mental, like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. Yeah.
They can't make fun of me. I'm already making fun of
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Right?
What are they going to say?
I'm a dirty barrel racer, but
Yeah.
I'm very rank.
Yeah. Watch out. I'm tough. It makes me feel tough. So, yeah. So can we talk mental game a little bit? Like,
bet.
do you have any like tricks that you use to kind of like, I feel like I have a problem with like insecurity with it. You know, like I don't know if I know what I'm doing. So am I doing this right?
I've been there, and I know how that feels because I've been like that person that just started at the amateur rodeo level, and I'm the new person, or at the pro level, and I'm the new person, or at the or even just taking new colts to the jackpots for the first time, and you're just like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
You know?
Just that little insecurity, like, I don't know.
This could be a shit show.
Yeah. This could fall to
It
pieces.
might be. It probably will be. And, well,
Yeah. But I think, because I can tell you right now, I have had probably everything bad that could happen happen.
Yeah. Right?
In front of the world.
Someone else could go wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And I think I've gotten to that point that everybody has probably seen me at my worst at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm still here and I'm all right. And the people that matter in my life, they still love me and they're still gonna love me no matter what happens. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So with each time that I go in the gate, I'm just going to do the best I can, and I'm going to try to do the best I can by the horse that I'm on. And so I have certain expectations for that particular horse. So if it's a colt, they're this big, and if it's my open horse, it might be bigger, right? Those expectations, but whatever happens in there, I'm going to leave it in there because it's still just a rodeo, or it's still just a jackpot.
Yeah.
It's still not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. So you kind of have to just let it go.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, just look at your video or think back on your run, find the good things that happen, find the positive things, build on those.
Yeah.
And then, if there's stuff that went bad, go ahead and learn from that and fix it and move on.
Okay, how do I adjust this thing that went wrong, but don't over fixate so much that you blow it out
Find
the other
that
way?
positive. Yeah.
That's a good point, because I feel like as barrel racers, sometimes we do fixate on the bad.
Oh my gosh, we tear ourselves apart. We really do.
Yeah.
And my sister and I we try to build each other up a lot by just being like, okay, well, you did. Like her little horse, she went to Tucson just yesterday or the day before, and she ran her younger horse because her open horse got hurt, and so now she's on her fraternity horse from last year. And so he's never been to a big perf like that. And smokes the first barrel, running across, the crowd's like, whoa, big, and he kind of turtles up and starts sucking back and goes on the wrong side of the second barrel.
No.
Gets a little scared, you know?
Wait a minute.
He's like,
they're all watching me.
And that happens. It's just part of it. And so she sends me the video, and there's no comment, just the video. And so I watch it. I'm like, wow, that was an amazing first barrel. Because it was.
You're like, if he had kept doing that, that would have been the one.
When he smokes his first, and it's a long ways to the first barrel at Tucson, like a really long ways. And he flew to it and just inhaled the first barrel. So, man, you got to really go, wow, about that. Guys, this young horse just really locked on and did great.
Yeah.
This other thing happened, but oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a young horse. It happens. Not a big deal. She'll go on from there, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll call that one a fluke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barrel race jackpots is so controlled and quiet and everything, and then you go to a rodeo and it's all loud and lights and everything.
Yeah. He had never been in anything like that, and it happens. They get a little bit, ooh.
He's like, wait, where am I?
This is not what I'm used to.
Did we even do first? I don't know.
What just happened?
Yeah.
Is there even a barrel in front of me at this point?
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's a good advice. And so we focus on the positives. I also feel like, I don't know if this helps anybody else, but we try and control so much. And I think sometimes just recognizing that it's out of our control, then we don't have to worry about it.
So much is out of our control.
I think just like with my little accidents and stuff, like the last one, I was trying to be good. Okay. I was trying to check the boxes, and bad things happened anyways. I'm like, well, why am I so stressed then about what could go wrong? Because, I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, for sure. So, I think a lot of that's just, I have stuff like that. I get hurt a lot.
Same.
I feel like I do, and I don't know why. Because I feel like I do stuff very safely. But I'm around a lot of colts, so I don't know.
No, that's what I'm like. I'm checking my boxes. I'm going to be so good. And I'm like, nope, that you can't avoid certain things, you know?
Can't.
So if you learn to let that go, that's helped me coming back in, I'm like, it's really out of my control, so I guess we're just going to wing it.
So much is out of our control. And we are riding horses that, we've trained them, and we've done all our homework, and we've done all the stuff, but once we kind of turn them loose to go make that run, we kind of have to just trust it. And hope for the best a lot of times, right?
You
Yeah.
have to trust that training that you put into them and hope that it all comes into play.
And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world.
No.
We'll go back to square one.
Yeah.
Just
There's
go back.
another test, another day, you know.
You study and then you test and then you go study some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, so we've talked about your training horse page. You said you kind of sell on there and everything. So if anybody wants to check it out, it's that RL Performance Horses, correct? And so anybody listening, if you want to look at horses, we got some on there. But man, we really appreciate you this weekend.
Well,
like
thank
this
you.
was so much fun.
Yes, thank you so much for coming down.
Well, thanks for having me. I've had a blast, and I just really enjoy coming and meeting all new people and getting to make new friends.
Absolutely.